Okay, well, welcome everyone. Can you hear me in the back okay? The microphone is not working today, so we're not going to use that, but we can get around that. So welcome to the Mashpee Men's Club today on this overcast day. The weatherman said we were only going to have a less than 10% chance of rain, so hopefully they're going to be right today. We begin each meeting with a salute to the flag. Please join me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I think you all know Ruth Provost, the director of the Boys and Girls Club.
Wow.
We do. These are my sharks. This is my oldest group at the camp. This is not all of them. There's about 40 of them. But these guys came over. They are going to go back to the club as soon as they can because they're really looking forward to, what are you going to do next?
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball, of course. They're going to be doing dodgeball. Dangerous sport, but they're into it. And this is Nettie Kelly, who is one of our 4 Youth of the Year finalists. Nettie is a club member. As you can see, he's wearing a yellow shirt. He is also a Goldfish camp counselor this year. And they are actually getting ready to go under the sprinklers. So Nettie has to get back to get wet again. It's not an easy job at the club. So I just wanted to say, on behalf of the kids, Nettie, and the Youth of the Year, I wanted to say thank you so much for what you have done for us, not just this year, but over the years in terms of keeping the scholarships going for our Youth of the Year, and so they can have that money to start college. So often it's difficult for the parents, and that money is really something we give them right as they prove that they are going to a college, and then they have that money so they can buy books, they can get established at college. A lot of times that money is vital for them to get going in their classes. So I can't even say thank you. There is not enough words to say thank you to all of you for the work you do on this. These guys came to help me say thank you. So 1, 2, 3.
Thank you!
Yeah, please.
And Lloyd is with me. Lloyd Wilson is our Director of Operations. He's also the camp director of the entire camp. And he's going to be taking the sharks back so they don't miss dodgeball.
We'll make this real quick because I don't want to get between the sharks and anything.
Nettie can stay a little longer and
Okay.
say a few words if you'd like.
This is our results for $7,128.11.
Amazing.
11 cents.
Thank
And we
you.
thank you. We hope that it helps. We see the kids and we hear the stories, and it's a very worthwhile cause, and wish you all the best.
Oh, thank you so much. There's no, like I said, there are no words to say really thank you for all that you do for us and for the kids. And on that note, I'm going to move these guys back to dodgeball. Lloyd's going to take them. And Nettie can say a few words about what this is going to mean to him and how the club has made a difference in his life, because you don't need to hear from me. No one says it better than my kids.
Thank you.
Thanks, Shark. See you later.
Have fun.
And Nettie, we have a certificate for you. Someone from the men's club needs to sign it, but we do have a certificate we give all the Youth of the Year. It says the Mashpee Men's Club and the Boys and Girls Club at Cape Cod presents this Youth of the Year scholarship certificate to Nettie Kelly, or name of the correct Youth of the Year. They can redeem it for a post-secondary school scholarship in the amount of $1,000 payable on proof of registration. For accredited college, post-secondary institution, including but not limited to junior college, college or university, undergrad or grad programs, vocational or technical schools. Because frankly, you know that post-grad education is so important no matter where they're going. They have to retain this. It's good for 6 years. And this one is for you, Nettie.
We want to have it signed.
Yep, you can sign it.
And have it present.
And I have the others if you want to sign them too. This is the official part, sorry people. But I am going to turn it over to Nettie Kelly now because He's so articulate and can tell you everything about the club that you need to know. Ask him questions.
I love questions. Hi, my name is Nettie Kelly. Real name is Edward Kelly, in case you haven't heard of Nettie before. I started coming to the Boys and Girls Club the summer that I was going into 6th grade. I spent 3 years as a camper, 2 years as a counselor in training, and this is my first year as a counselor now. I started actually coming, well, I was originally going to go when I lived in Brewster, but my parents did not want to, take the drive up there, and so I went to a camp that, was okay. When I moved to Falmouth, my parents said, okay, I think Nettie should still do a summer camp, so they enrolled me in the Boys and Girls Club of Cape Cod, and ever since, me, my parents, everyone in my family has said, we should have done Boys and Girls Club from the start. And I think they were right, because it's great. I'm Native American from Colorado. I was born in Colorado Springs. I'm Hopi, Apache, Comanche, Tus Pueblo, and Mayan. And
That's a lot.
so I'm like the southwestern tribes. And coming to the Cape, Brewster, grew up there for, first third of my life. I didn't really experience much diversity in my preschool or like first elementary school or really anywhere I went. Same thing with Falmouth. But when I came to Mashpee, I was really, really positively surprised by the large, diverse population that we have at the Boys and Girls Club. And it helped me because I found other people that I could relate to. I had almost never seen any other Native Americans before besides myself. And to see a large Mashpee Wampanoag population attending the Boys and Girls Club was just great because, well, 6th grade me. Ooh, that's cool, we have something in common. And that's where I started. I was playing basketball with all the kids, dodgeball. I had fun. First week, camper of the week. I got along with everyone. It was just really fun overall. Such an amazing group of everyone there. There's all different sorts of people from different backgrounds, from like all over the place. So it's just really enjoyable and, fun for me to be able to experience different cultural backgrounds, different people in general. So that way I can educate myself more on, other people, and I can just be around people that are different from me. The more the merrier.
Thing. Hand.
Did you go to school in Falmouth or did you go to school in Mashpee?
I go to I started school at Falmouth Public Schools. Went there from kindergarten to 6th grade. I didn't really like it there. I went to Falmouth Academy. Loved it there. But unfortunately, it's also $30,000 a year.
Wow.
So, I can't go there from grade 7 to 12 because that would be like $180,000, which could probably...
Where are you in school now? What level?
I'm going into junior year. After Falmouth Academy, I was accepted into Sturgis, where I went for 9th and 10th grade. And I'm going to go to Barnstable next year.
Okay.
But you live in Falmouth,
I do.
so you can go to Barnstable High School.
School choice.
What?
School choice.
Oh, school choice?
Yeah, I can, some schools, public schools are open to school choice. I can go to another district school, like Bourne has school choice, I know Barnstable has school choice, so I chose to go to Barnstable. Again, it's like one of the same reasons I like going to the Boys and Girls Club. The diversity is just, I like a diverse population. And at some of my previous experiences, I've been called like racial slurs, redskin right to my face, all sorts of things that made me feel like, dejected and just not good.
Just
But-
speak up a little bit, please.
Oh, sorry. I've been called like a lot of like racial slurs in my time in other places. So it's just been very, very helpful for me to be at the Boys and Girls Club, where it's really every different type of person you can possibly think of is there. So I always have someone I can talk to, and it's just amazing. Yes.
How many Wampanoag people are in the Boys and Girls Club? Do you have a lot of?
Yeah.
Indian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do. One of my head counselors was the just retired Wampanoag princess. Statistically, we are about 41% diverse.
I know that, but how many are from the Wampanoag?
We don't really track that
Okay, you don't have
exactly,
that, okay.
you know, and a
41%,
lot of
alright.
people are multicultural, so they don't, you know, identify one way or another, so
Sure.
that's not. But we do have a lot of tribal members, we're
Oh, yeah.
pleased to have them. Actually, my head counselor, Janaea, is going to be starting a Wampanoag Wednesday when school gets back in session, teaching Wampanoag crafts and dance and culture stuff. We're really looking forward to it because the kids just lap it up. They love to learn about other cultures, other things. My education director speaks 3 different languages, and she's certified in 2 areas, so she's been doing some stuff with Spanish. So, you know, we really try to run the gamut in terms of education, in terms of program offering, not just there, but we do a lot of STEM programming, we do a lot of arts and crafts, drama. We have a journaling group that does a club newsletter every week. We do drug and alcohol resistance programming. We have character and leadership programming. If I miss anything, Nettie, just step up. We have sports and health and fitness programming. We have cooking, you name it, and we try and expose our kids to it because, you know, with parents working, the kids go home. We also do homework every day after school. We have tutors. Kids do their homework. So when they go home, they have time to spend with their parents. They're not, you know, getting yelled at, do your homework. They have time to do it. And we frankly, we give them incentives to do the stuff that's good for them. I kind of call them bribes. But, you know, the kids that do their homework the most can go on field trips once a month with the education director. They are the ones chosen, and the kids that do the health and fitness the most are the ones chosen if we get free tickets to a Celtics game or a baseball game. So there's real incentives to do the things that make a difference. We have no trouble at all, as you saw earlier, getting them into the gym for a dodgeball or a basketball game. Is this true?
It's extremely true. I got my record amount of steps last year as a counselor in training with 38,000 steps working as a CIT. That's about 18 miles. Very, very active. It has all sorts of facilities. You know, if you're really into sports, you can do what I do, just run around, like basketball. There's soccer, you can play dodgeball. But if you're not into that, you know, teen room, great for movies, or art room, great for arts and crafts. There's everything, really, and yeah.
My favorite is hands-on STEM. The kids do all kinds of experiments. They raise caterpillars to butterflies and had a butterfly release. I mean, you have no idea. I would love to have any of you come over and see what we do at any time. It's just a wonderful program. We love company. I have to warn you, though, these kids love to talk to grown-ups. And I've lost them on the way to the education room before because they've been surrounded by kids asking them questions. So just be prepared.
Would you say a word about the new building?
Yeah, so Nettie, as you can tell, is a teen. We used to have our teen program at Mashpee High School, and the kids in the afternoon, when school got out, would go directly to a room at Mashpee High School for the teen program. They hung out there, but what happened was during COVID, we lost the space. We were never able to get it back. And so right now, the teens have the run of the building from 2:30 until 3:30, 3:45 when the little kids get there. And then we have to put them into one room because we can't have first graders and juniors and high school hanging out together. And so what that has done to our program, our teen program, is most of the older kids don't come anymore. So we really had to focus on our middle school students. And as a result, we said this is just not going to work. This is a bad situation for the younger kids and for the teens. And so what we're doing right now is we are in the quiet phase of a capital campaign to raise anywhere up to $8 or more million to build a teen center, between this building and the Boys and Girls Club. It's going to be 10,000 square feet. It's going to have a half gym. It's going to have all kinds of facilities. One of the things we're looking forward to is a room that's quiet. We don't have that at the Boys and Girls Club. If you come over there, be prepared for the noise. We don't have someplace where the teens can go and talk, and we don't have a mental health counselor. And frankly, we have seen a real spike in mental health needs among my teen population since COVID. And so I actually have a grant out there right now trying to get a part-time mental health counselor who can be on site and just be part of the club so the kids get used to having that person there and feel comfortable going to them when they have an issue. We've had some severe mental health issues with some of my teens, more than we're able to handle. So that's one of the big pieces that this building is going to have. It's going to be really important for the health of our teens, as well as we're also putting in a washer and dryer for the kids that are couch surfing, because there are kids that do couch surf, so they can look good and feel good about themselves. They can do their laundry there. And we can also teach the kids how to do the laundry and fold it. Also very important skills. I saw a few more hands.
What are the hours of operation of the center? So when do you open the door
We
in the
open
morning
the
and when
doors
do you
at
close it?
7:30 in the morning.
Okay,
And this is summer, then we go in, camp starts at 9, camp gets over at 5:30. In the winter, we open the doors at 7:30. The kids walk down to the school at 9, a little before 9. We take them down to the schools. And then the club is open for pickleball for adults from 9 until 2, 1:30? Yeah, till 2. And then the teens show up again. And then the little kids show up again. And then we close at 6 for the little kids. The teens can stay till 8 at night or 10 at night. And when the teens finally leave, we have young adults in doing volleyball and basketball. So we're pretty much in use, almost, except for a few hours in the middle of the night. We're pretty much in use all the time.
wow.
And the building gets a lot of traffic. We also rent out for birthday parties or special events. Just thought I'd
We'll
throw
remember
in.
that. Yeah.
It's really actually a lot of fun. I have my Kiwanis groups in sometimes, and they play ball, they play the video games, they do foosball, they play pool. You know, it's really kind of fun. And then they have, usually it's more than one Kiwanis group, because there's a bunch locally. They'll have a volleyball game in the gym, which is hysterical to watch.
I bet. Good, thank you.
Are
Guys,
you planning, I'm sorry, I didn't raise my hand. I'm a school teacher, you still, I
Yeah.
don't raise my hand well.
Yeah.
Anyway, are you planning on going to advanced school? Are you planning on going to college?
Oh, absolutely.
And have you given any thought to where you might go or what you might like to do?
Yes, I have been looking into. Well, as of right now, I want to do like a double major. I want to do computer science and chemistry. I'm really into computer science, and it's just getting more useful as technology is evolving. I like chemistry, and it can be useful for. My job is like a job at my dream job is a job at Google. There's a special department where they use AI, artificial intelligence, and machine learning to discover new molecules within Earth and use those to create new chemicals and like new things that can benefit society. So I'm thinking of going to a school that has a good computer science and chemistry program. And since I want to, keep all my options open, I'm going to get a minor in Latin because that's my best subject.
Latin?
My best
Do
subject.
they still teach Latin in schools?
They teach it at, I know they teach it at Sturgis, they teach it at Falmouth High School, they teach it at Barnstable. So yeah,
Sandwich did for a while too.
Okay, this is something they just kind of started again.
I know, it's my best subject, so.
Wow.
Oh, geez, Latin's hard. COVID.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's the social isolation that basically has caused these kids to get depressed.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
The social having to be at home all the time.
Absolutely.
And it's interfered with our younger kids. We had third and fourth graders having real difficulty reading. So we've had to focus a lot on literacy this last year or so.
Okay, they got behind because of COVID.
It also hurts like social skills too, because it hurt like social skills because you can't really socialize with new people if you're locked in your house for like 2 months.
So, yeah, there is a fallout.
I can imagine there is. I'll believe it.
The other thing I forgot to mention, we do college trips. If you have youngsters in your family who are interested in colleges, we will take them to visit college campuses any place we can drive. We've gone as far north as New York City, and we've gone as far south as Maine. And if we can drive them there, we will set it up on a half day to get these kids to visit college campuses. We've also had the National Guard in to talk about military careers because it's a really good option for the kids.
Okay.
Any questions? Because
Okay,
Nettie
great.
has to get back to sprinklers.
I've noticed, they seem to avoid the fact that we do have a good technical school down in Howard. And I think that you're neglecting there's a lot of young people really don't know where they wanna go. Because when they leave high school, they lose all their friends. And it seems, I got a grandson that went down to the technical school and went on to the Mass Maritime and did that in 3.5 years. And he has an engineering job, and he, on his own, just recently, I keep telling him, to advance himself, and he took upon himself to take another course on his own.
Good for him.
Now he's only 22, and he just obtained his license to operate a surge plant, and water quality, and all of
Yeah.
them things. And he's only 22.
Yeah,
But he went down to Cape Tech in Howard.
yeah. We have kids that go to both Cape Tech and to Upper Cape Vocational Regional High School. It's always an option, and that's one of the reasons why these scholarships are good for anybody, technical school, vocational school, whatever, postgraduate, because we think it's important to have these kids get their feet on the ground and get a good start. They don't necessarily have to go to a four-year college.
There's a lot of young people that are limited to what their education
Yes,
field would be because they're limited, but all the trades are covered there,
oh yeah. My personal plumber is a former Boys and Girls Club kid. So, yeah.
Very nice. Okay. Well, thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you
by, Ruth. And
for all your work. I can't even.
best of luck to you. Congratulations.